Thank you. Thank you. Hello, everybody. Wanky, how are you? I'd like to kick this thing off tonight with kind of an embarrassing personal question for me. How many of you, when you were growing up, used to take rides with your families on the weekends just to look at the homes of rich people? Kind of a popular sport in your families too, huh? Yeah, my mom used to say stuff like, now listen, kids, just because they've got a big, beautiful house, a couple of fancy cars, a built-in pool, a sailboat, a cabin up in the mountains, and take fabulous European vacations, doesn't mean they're any happier than we are. Yeah, right, Mom. Just keep pedaling, okay? Let's get out of this neighborhood. I often wondered if the rich kids ever came riding down my street with their families. You know, their mom probably said to them, now listen, kids, just because they've got a broken basketball backboard over the garage and an above-ground aluminum pool with a ripped vinyl liner in the backyard doesn't mean they're unhappy. Yeah, right, Mother. Hey, driver, take us home, will you? Let's get out of this neighborhood. We used to take a lot of those driving vacations in my family, and they were a blast, except the dad was always worried something was going to go wrong with the car on these trips. Oh, boy, we hit another bump like that one, we're going to lose our muffler. Tell you boys something right now, if we lose our muffler, this vacation is over and we're heading straight home. Now, sometimes Dad was so worried that something would go wrong with the car on these trips, we'd just spend the entire vacation right there in the driveway, you know, we just never left. That's bringing back a lot of memories for me, actually, though. Spending time with the family in the driveway. Those were some days. Oh, boy, we used to unroll the sleeping bags on the hood of the car and look up at the stars at night. Hey, Dad, Big Dipper, look at that. Well, that was something. And then about 10 o'clock every time, Dad would yell out, okay, boys, 10 o'clock, headlights out, gotta get some shut-eye. Big day ahead of us tomorrow. Oh, boy, that was something. Then in the morning, we'd wake up and wave goodbye to the neighbors as they drove off to work. Hey, see you later, Mr. Wilson. Have a great day at the office. We're on vacation. See you later. So, you've been keeping kind of quiet during this session. Good. Are you in therapy for that, or is it just kind of crops up in a comedy club? I guess. Yeah. So I do a lot of driving. I was out driving a couple of weeks ago, and I was really hungry, and I saw this place up ahead, and it said Don's Pizza by the slice, and I figured, you know, perfect. I'll just stop in at Don's, get a slice of pizza, and be on my way. So I pull up, and there's just one guy in there kneading the dough, and he's flipping the pizzas up in the air, and I figured this must be Don. So I go into the place, and the guy stops what he's doing to come over to help me, and just before he gets to the counter, he does this. So, what'll it be? Just a small Pepsi, please, and hold the wax, all right? Kind of ticked off about something. I was at another restaurant, one of my favorites, a couple of months ago, and I sat down, opened up the menu, and there at the top it said Chef's Choice Salad. And I'm thinking, Chef's Choice? What about my choice for a change, huh? Why do I have to accept what the chef has chosen for me to eat? I'd like to see doctors work this way. Is she distracting you as much as... I'd like to see doctors work this way, you know. Mr. King, it appears as if you've got severe appendicitis. But we've decided to remove your gallbladder instead because, well, it's a more interesting operation, more expensive, and besides, today is doctor's choice. You've been a great audience. I'm Greg King. Thank you.